get up, get up.
Yes. High five. We get to do a happy episode. Oh my God, this is amazing. What a night, James. What a night.
When I looked at the clock and saw that it was 12:30 when we were starting, we've been here for 7 hours.
Oh my God.
Right?
This was somehow longer than yesterday.
Literally.
The game started at 8 yesterday.
This was 7:30. It was a long game.
Happy to be here this
Happy
night.
to be here.
Happy. So happy.
A lot of long at-bats, a lot of long innings, and it was great because we came out on top.
What won't be long is this episode. We're going to keep it short and quick. This is the most important game we've played all year.
Yes.
We got the win.
Until tomorrow.
We got the win.
Today.
And it was, the game feels a little bit like a blur almost because it was.
Feels a lot like a blur because there was kind of a couple separate games that happened within the game.
Yeah.
There was the early innings where it was back and forth, blow for blow. There were the middle innings where it kind of lulled and the Mets got a shot in at the end. And then there were the late innings where we were winning by a lot, but it got kind of scary.
No, it started early too because the Mets got on the board quick.
Yes.
Francisco Lindor. Oh my God. Where are they at now? Where are the haters at now? Because how can you?
He's incredible.
He's so good. He's the best shortstop this team's ever had in its history.
Big game player.
Huge.
He hit the home run in the first inning. He had to walk his next at bat. And his at bat after that, he put one right to the wall. The one to the wall wasn't even before the wall.
He hit it 105 miles an hour. It was just a launch angle of 40 degrees, and it still almost got out.
Even before his home run, we were on Blake Snell immediately. Brandon Nimmo had a great hit. Solly Marte hit a rope that Manny Machado made a backhand scoop on that made Lindor come up with nobody on, 2 outs anyway. There were so many opportunities for big innings today. We finally got one in the end, and that was such a release. Thank God.
Shout out to Blake Snell and his lack of a jawline
Yes.
for just
Slim Jim Snell.
Yeah, Slim Jim Snell. He's never chewed a piece of gum in his life. He just pitched about as bad as you could have. That was the Blake Snell.
It really wasn't that bad though.
But it was.
It wasn't good, but he was able to hold off the beginning while he was in the game.
He did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Give him the credit where it's due. He got the swings and misses when he needed them. He
walks.
found ways.
He let off 10 guys in 3 and
No, it wasn't good.
third.
He was bad. But I'm saying, he actually, if you look back at this game, you'll barely remember he pitched.
He's a Cy Young Award winner. He's still going to get the punch outs. It's just he struggled, and he definitely, I feel put the Padres in a bit of a hole too.
A certain hole. Just the fact of how many pitches he threw. We had to get into the Padres bullpen, which we told you guys wasn't really the best, and we really got a hold of Morjon.
Yeah, Adrian Morejon. My goodness, what in the world were the Padres doing? You can bring him in. That's fine. But the leash that they had on him was as if he was Josh Hader. It made no sense.
We got to take a little bit of credit for this. Us, Vito especially. Shout out Vito. The
chairman of chants.
The ambassador of activity. The director of debauchery. We ignited a chant between sections 121 and 126.
Yeah.
Saying, as kind of a joke that we started in this podcast, more John. We just kind of shortened it to moron. And we were doing the moron. We got balls, step-offs, mound visits. It was uncanny.
The pitch comm was bothering him.
Yes.
He wasn't working
Manny
properly.
Machado gave us a point.
Yeah, these scoundrels over there, these rascals.
It was the most dignified moment I almost ever had.
It was
affecting a Major League playoff game.
Yeah, it was awesome. The fact that he was in for so long and not Josh Hader, it's baffling.
Look at the speed we're jumping around this game right now.
I know.
There's no cohesion. We missed Pete Alonso's incredible home run.
Well, we're simply just, there's no it's not like we're going inning by inning. We're just talking.
Do you remember who started the game for the Mets?
Yeah, Jacob deGrom.
Jacob deGrom pitched really well too.
Really
Dogged
well.
It. Oh my God.
I was down a little bit because at the start it was we'd get the run, right back. Got the run, right back. Trent Grisham, what the hell is his deal? Trent Grisham all of a sudden, 184 hitter, just remembers oh yeah, remember when I played good for a year? I'm back.
Mr. October. The big thing with deGrom tonight was that he shrunk the repertoire back down. Fastball, slider. The fastball at 33% whiffs. The slider more than 50% whiffs.
Yep.
The slider, he also, he mentioned this in his post-game press conference. He didn't really have a feel for it early, but as the game went on, he had the inning where he gave a couple hits to the bottom of the order. Profar got a hit. Soto got a hit. I think that was the one they wound up tying the game. Yes.
That
was right before the Pete home run.
And that's right when I went to the bathroom.
Yes.
Went to the bathroom, that happened, and I was walking down the stairwell, and he struck out Machado.
No, Machado was the end of the inning.
Yeah, it was Machado. It was Machado.
But there was someone struck out before Machado, right?
It was Nola, Austin Nola.
Yeah. Was Machado the final out of that inning?
Didn't the inning?
Machado was the high fastball, the final out of the inning.
Okay. So you stopped before that though.
I did. What happened?
Soto got a hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know. I was in the stairwell. Machado got out. I was like, I'm not leaving. Did Josh Bell?
No, Josh Bell came up the next inning.
Yeah,
Dude,
he
this has
singled
been
to lead the next inning off.
That literally, I mean, it was like 3 hours ago.
More maybe.
Feels like so long
But
ago,
that
but
was, that was a crucial point in the game. That was the moment where it could have gone either way.
Yeah, it
because
really
Manny
could've.
Machado gets hits there. We're losing after a home runs to take the lead. Another base hit to take the lead by Brandon Nimmo earlier. All the air would have been sucked out of the stadium.
No, he
after
stepped up.
last night.
He stepped up
He did.
big time.
Jake deGrom
Big
just
time.
put him on the table, and he got the big out he needed.
After what was a bit of a shaky startish, and
Not
he's
shaky stars. Just another home run.
Yeah,
And then some hits,
I guess that's really what it is.
A couple hits.
Yeah, and it felt like, I guess, tighter too because the Mets had opportunities and couldn't capitalize. But
same last night. The first 2 innings had that men scoring position. But
which it's like these are all like good bads, Like, hey, at least we're getting these opportunities. Can I say that? Is it a good bad? It's a good bad.
they're good bats. I mean, it's just
Good
this
problems to have, I believe, is the expression.
No, I like
All
good
right,
bats.
yeah.
It's
Good
playoff
bad.
baseball. It was just tense. It was a very tense feel in the stadium, and it should have been because it's an elimination game. Backs are up against the wall. We had men in scoring position. We didn't blow the game open. We had Blake Snell on the rope.
On the ropes.
Many times. Yes, you said 6 walks. John, how many 3-ball counts?
15 3-ball counts through, I think, the first 33 batters.
So many.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's why it was the longest 9-inning playoff game in Mets history. 4 hours, 13 minutes.
The fact
Oh
that
my
the Phillies
God.
game basically they ended right
They
before we
started,
did.
yeah, started and ended
Yeah.
while this game happened.
That's unbelievable. We looked up at one point. We're like, it's 3 hours in. It's the top of the 7th, and that was before
every
the long
other
inning.
series is over, and we're in the midst of a war.
Absolute. It was a war.
battle.
It was a war. Pete, that home run was huge. That was so big. We literally
It was big for the team. It was big for the fans. It was big for Pete himself.
such a okay, we're here. We're in the postseason now. Pete got his postseason home run. And it feels like that's got to take a little bit of the pressure off you too.
It was also a special home run because the second it hit the bat, it was gone. So we all had that second and a half of pure euphoria.
Yeah.
Where the ball was traveling, you knew where it was going, and you knew the lead was coming, and you knew that Jacob deGrom just got out of a big jam. It was blissful.
It was so sick. It was so sick.
And then Edwin Diaz pitched the 7th inning.
Yeah, that was the thing that happened
crazy.
today. Pitched the 7th.
That was
pitched
shocking.
Pitched the 8th as well.
Some of it.
I mean, he did well. He got the job done.
Yeah,
He
it
did
was great. I mean, it worked.
It worked.
He pitched. He got one solo out.
Buck Showalter masterclass.
Masterclass.
It
Jeff
never-
McNeil hitting 6. Perfect.
Like
Perfect. Couldn't have worked
we
out
were
better.
talking about that. We're like, Jeff 6, okay, interesting. And then he comes up in literally the perfect moment.
And he gets the big hit.
Gets the big hit. Pointing to the dugout.
Point to the dugout and then turning on the Jets and getting 2.
Legged out a double. I mean, and he was hitting the ball
Imagine.
so well all game too.
Everybody was.
What are we dragging? A chair? What's happening?
We are dragging a chair.
We're
Are
dragging
you
a
ready
chair.
for a game 3 tomorrow, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. I want to leave. I'm ready to go.
Can we sleep here?
Start it now.
Sleep on the couch in
Start
the Piazza
game.
Club?
Put
'Cause-
DeGrom back in the mound and keep going.
What time's the game tomorrow? Is 7?
Now it's 7:10, thanks to the Phillies winning
Make
tonight.
me wait
We're
that
the
long.
only baseball game tomorrow.
God, we have to
It's
wait
going to be
so
a crazy
long.
New York sports day. You got
Crazy.
the Giants at 9:30,
Ew.
the Jets at 1,
All right.
and then you have, I guess, the 4 o'clock slate to enjoy with football.
Well, you're gonna be here.
No, we're gonna be here.
You're gonna be here.
Well, I'm talking to everyone else. It may
They're
not
gonna be
be
here
Yeah,
too.
the-
They're gonna be here
yeah.
too. If you're not here, where are you at?
Maybe
That's a good
like a
question.
different place, a country, a state, a
Okay.
province.
All right. If you're in a different country, you have an excuse.
State?
But shout out to my cousin. Shout out to Josh Consalvo, who. A funny
We have a
story.
lot of shout-outs.
Yeah, a lot of shout outs. But shout out to him. He came from South Carolina by himself just for tonight's game. He's like, I'm coming. Good prices. He worked out the schedule. We were ready to go. And I mean, he was a good luck charm too. Bringing good
Yeah.
luck.
Shout out Graham the GOAT. This is really loud.
We got a lot of.
There's a lot of action.
There's a lot of action.
We're going to have to persevere.
We're gonna have
It's
to
a
talk
playoff
through it.
series.
We're
Our
talking
audio's
through it.
okay, right? We're
We're
okay.
talking through it. Mendez is on the case. He never.
Mendez the
He
GOAT.
never steer us
Shout
wrong.
out Graham the God.
Shout out Graham moving to England.
Really?
Yeah, he's moving to England. Tonight is the last Mets game he's going to see for a long time.
No
So
way.
lucky we were able to get him some tickets, which was
Right.
nice. Yeah.
Good for
Shout out Graham.
Graham.
Graham's a
Love
legend.
Graham.
Shout out Anthony, who we met in
Anthony.
the stands.
Yes.
During the 7th, 8th inning. Nice kid.
We met Luca before the game. We met Connor before the game. Dylan and Elliott
Brandon.
again.
There was Brandon.
Yeah. There were more people. I wish I remembered more names.
It just
I
was like 7
apologize.
hours ago.
It was a lot. It was 5:30.
We had
It's
a- We had
12:30.
a great group of guys in
No,
front
we
of us
did.
and behind us that
Yes,
were rowdy
no,
all
we,
game.
we were in a great section
It
tonight.
was.
It was really good.
We also sat next to an Atlanta Braves fan, which
yeah, that was uncomfortable.
that was weird.
I told him to his face.
Yeah.
And he was a Michigan guy. I was like, you gotta get out of here.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely
He
nuts.
did stay at the end of the game, and he was like mildly positive.
He was a good sport.
He was respectful-ish.
He was there for good baseball. That's what he was cheering for.
Yeah, he was happy about the competitiveness.
Ah, man, what a game.
And just a heads up to all the listeners at home who might be saying, like, what's going on? Where are you guys?
Yeah.
Right now, we're in the Piazza Club here at Citi Field. After the game, it's kind of become our new shooting location.
Little bit, yeah.
Nice spot. But a lot of post-game stuff because we have a game 3 tomorrow, baby.
go, John.
Come on.
Johnny Stats over there. What did you tell us yesterday, John? What'd you guarantee?
Guys, there was no way in hell this team was losing this game tonight. There was no way from the very, very beginning of the night.
Came out very different.
Shout out DJ Razor, Baba O'Reilly to bring
killed it.
Razor, oh my God.
And shout out the other DJ too, Lomo.
Lomo was sick.
He was
awesome.
Both good.
Unbelievable.
Razor sit down, be humble, and the solo strikeout in the first inning was electric.
Changed the game.
When Morejon was losing it more on, as you guys would know, ooh, I heard you were a wild one.
That was great.
The horns all
game
too.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Razor was
she agrees.
Yeah.
She agrees.
It's the playoffs for everybody. Come on.
Everybody's excited. It's 12:30 it's 12:45 at Citi Field. I just got my Be Real notification. Still never done one of those.
No, nor will I. Come on.
And we're having a good time. We're drinking a beverage. Cheers into that.
Cheers.
Got a big game tomorrow, game 3.
Huge game.
Bassett on the bump. Is that what we're looking at? Bassett on the bump. Going up against Musgrove, I think, right?
That's correct. 8.10 career ERA in the playoffs. Very small sample.
Joey
all
Musgrove?
relief outings. Joe Musgrove, 8.10 ERA. And he did not have a good time here in July.
This is a huge redemption game for Bassett after his worst start of the season came against these Padres in San Diego.
And I feel like
And then after that's a kitchen sink.
if you're a Met fan, you're ready to go. Tomorrow's what we've been waiting for.
It's war paint. That's it.
It is literally win or go home.
This is why you suit up.
Saw it today. The vibes at the stadium were amazing, electric.
No, it was.
Keep it up. I was a little worried. I'm not gonna lie.
That redhead fan, we were doing the meet and greet in center field. He changed the entire perspective of the day for me.
Yeah.
He was probably late 30s, early 40s. He had maybe a 4 to 8 year old kid with him. I don't know. I don't know the ages of children. I see a kid. It could be anything. And this guy was bouncing. Let's go, Mets!
Screaming.
Pointing. Let's go, Mets! Pointing.
Screaming.
And the little kid with him, like, just like look of
This is
wonderment.
my dad.
Yeah. And the guy was freaking out. He like, when I saw that, I was like, okay, perspective. Like, we're here. This is a playoffs.
Yeah,
Like,
you got to get excited.
Imagine all you need to do is win 2 games.
There's nothing.
Easy.
There's nothing better. There's nothing better than playoff atmosphere. The weather was crisp too tonight. I was colder in center field than I was in our seats. We'll say that
By a lot, yeah. Our
but
seats were warm.
It was a crisp October night. Perfect for baseball.
We had the warmth of Mets fans around us.
That's what it
Salt
was.
of the earth.
Just the best
Couldn't be warmer.
best fans in the world.
Absolutely.
What a day.
Can I give a shout out?
Yeah, you can.
Shout out Darren Ruff.
Shout out Darren Ruff.
On base 2 out of 3 at bats.
Good day.
Oh
Good day
my
for Darren.
God.
Good day.
What a day. Every single at bat was a holding your breath moment. And Darren Ruff delivered twice.
I understand it wasn't pretty during the season, but Darren Ruff came up big tonight.
He
had a
did.
great game.
Every single guy chipped in.
All the Mets fans need to get off his back a little bit.
Yes.
We're in the postseason. Cheer.
Oh, God. This was such a freaking crazy game. The trumpets in the 7th inning were a weird vibe.
It was weird. We didn't really know what to do.
I didn't know what to do. No one knew what to do.
Me and you know, like the Mr. Krabs meme of like, whoa.
Wow.
That's also how Adrian Morjon felt the entire game, too. It was,
It worked. He got solo out with men on base.
He did.
He did. In the 1-run game. Then he took the lead after that. It happened. Edwin, when you look at the end of the game from like a WPA perspective, which is win probability add from a pitching perspective, kind of like who is playing and who's doing the best things, the situations where the game is the most in the balance, it was Jacob deGrom and Edwin Diaz.
Yeah.
Which is that's the goal.
That's
when
what we
you
wanted.
started the game, you were like, there's moments when it's the most tense. I want Jacob deGrom pitching or Edwin Diaz pitching. And by the end, it was Seth Lugo as well. And you know what? That's what we wanted. That's how you drew it up, and then you executed it.
Shout out to Seth Lugo for coming in and just shutting the door, too.
Thank God.
Little scared, little bit.
You never in a game that's a 5-run game in the 9th inning, you never want the tying runs to come to the plate.
No.
Something you try to avoid at all costs, and it didn't. It did, but Seth Lugo did it.
God, Jeff McNeil.
Love
that dude.
God,
so good.
batting champion.
Friend of the podcast, dude.
Oh, personally, come on.
Unbelievable.
It's a good friend.
Played MLB show against that guy.
Yeah.
That's a good MLB the show player, not Blake Snell.
You think Blake's going home to Twitch tonight?
Oh, dude, I'd love to see Blake fire up a stream. Listen,
Check Twitter.
When you're streaming on Twitch and you're banning people in chat, you can get in that guy's head.
Neg Blake Snell to like interact with this podcast tomorrow?
No, there's no chance.
No?
Probably not tomorrow.
Probably not
maybe
tomorrow.
Maybe like change the logo
Probably
for a
not.
day?
Probably not. Listen,
I don't know.
We're not worried about that now. Blake Snell's done. We got to hit Musgrove.
Maybe change our ad to the Padres pod.
No. Someone will steal Mets'd up instantly.
It's true. No,
I think
we'll store them.
I actually think the Padres did that at one point. Changed their at for like a day, like as a joke.
someone
Like
stole
when
it?
IHOP and IHOB, the International House of Burgers, happened, and someone stole it immediately. I think so. Got to be on top of that stuff. But
I'd love to get in the domain business.
Honestly, I'm ready to wrap this one up. I'm ready to go out in Astoria.
This is exactly what we needed.
Let's
right?
go have some fun.
This was a great game. Everybody delivered. Everybody stepped up, and we're ready for Game 3 tomorrow. Win or go home. Citi Field. It's gonna be rocking Sunday night. Indigenous Peoples Day on Monday. Most of us are off work. Like, let's ride.
If you're not here, where you at?
Where you at?
It'll be the 8th ever winner-take-all game in Mets history.
What's the record?
I don't know.
Plead the fifth. All right, we'll plead the fifth on that one.
Don't need it.
I don't even know.
Don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Those weren't these Mets.
That was not the. Oh, James, well done. Not these Mets, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We didn't plug anything because that's not what we do on these quick recap episodes.
Ready to ride.
We're about to go out in a story. Have a good time.
If you're here, you're here.
Let's go Mets, baby. LFGM.
See you guys tomorrow.
Get up. Get up. Get up.